This morning on DC News Now, registration investigation. Virginia Democrats want the Department of Justice to look into voter roll issues in the Commonwealth. Israel on the attack. Israel hammers Gaza with airstrikes and reduces neighborhoods to rubble. Safer streets, the new plan in place to make Montgomery County a safer place for pedestrians. Also ahead, it's a chilly morning out the door, but get ready for a warm-up and how rain could have a big impact on your upcoming weekend. And it's an eye-popping jackpot, the Powerball drawing that could see someone walking away a billionaire. It's Wednesday, October 11th, 2023.
The station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
All right, well, good. Look at this beautiful start to our Wednesday morning at 7 o'clock right now. Live look outside. It is so pretty out there today, but it's cold. But good morning, and thank you for starting your day with us here on DC News Now. I'm Tanaya Wright.
Yeah, good morning to you. I'm Corey James. Shanika, she's standing by tracking that morning commute for you and the roads out there. She'll have more on that in just a moment. But first, let's check in with Jackie. Jackie, how's the forecast looking?
Yeah, we're looking chilly out there this morning, but temperatures will bounce back into the upper 60s to low 70s later on this afternoon. But let's take a look at those current temperatures, though, before you step out. You have to brace for the cold, especially over towards Winchester, Martinsburg, Cumberland, as well as Luray. We're mid-upper 30s at this hour in those locations. Also, Orange coming at 39. We are just at 40 degrees in Manassas. We just jumped up to that. We're low 40s in Frederick Grove, low 50s, though, in D.C. Annapolis also low 50s in Lexington Park. So those are the relatively warmer spots on the map right now. Frost advisories remain in effect until 8 a.m. this morning for our western zones. That's where we could be seeing some patchy frost out there this morning. The winds are relatively light, between 3 even close to 7 miles per hour, mainly out of the west. High pressures down towards our south and west, and that keeps us dry and quiet for the day today. Really a nice fall afternoon ahead with high temperatures right around 70 degrees. Very similar to what we saw yesterday afternoon, but I think we'll see a little bit more sunshine out there today compared to yesterday. I'll have more details looking towards us at 7 in just a few minutes, but Shanika's here with the all-important look at those roadways. How's traffic right now?
All right. Well, Jackie, we have some problems out in Maryland. Here's 95 heading southbound. You can see traffic still stacking, unfortunately, because of this crash, and it's just past Cherry Hill Road into, I'd say, the outer loop, or if you're heading toward the inner loop, depending on where you're heading. Let's flip over to the maps. It's a 3-vehicle crash, and it is slow. You can flip over. Now, looking at the rest of your roadways, if you're looking at 270, you're looking good once you get over to Rockville, but you are seeing some slowdowns heading south past Frederick, Germantown, and into the 270 spur.
Thank you, Shanika. Well, happening now, the war in the Middle East between Israel and Hamas appears to be escalating. This morning, Israel is striking multiple neighborhoods on the Gaza Strip as retaliation against Hamas for a surprise attack that happened over the weekend. Now, reports say more than 100 people are being held hostage in Gaza right now. We do know at least 2,100 people are believed to be dead in both Israel and Gaza.
Domestic scenario here is that she's held hostage in Gaza and not dead on the street of the kibbutz where we grew up.
Dead bodies everywhere.
President Biden is calling on Congress to make sure that Israel army does not run out of weapons.
And people in the district are pushing for increased protection during the war between Israel and Hamas. Mayor Muriel Bowser says D.C. police will step up security at places of worship and the Israeli embassy. Yesterday, a vigil was held in solidarity with Israel at the Adal's Israel congregation in Northwest. And Montgomery County police are also stepping up security. However, people living in that area are having mixed reactions to the increased presence. Some are thankful, others say it's too much.
I think it's great and I think it's necessary.
Why is that?
Because there's a threat. There could be a threat.
I tell the people they have nothing to worry about. God bless America. It is a great place. We are secured here.
Montgomery County police are increasing their presence at places like B'nai Israel and the Charles Smith Jewish Day School. And for more coverage of the ongoing war, visit our website, DC News Now. Just type Israel or Hamas in the search bar at the top right corner of your screen. All right, time right now is 7:04. Fairfax County Police say they are seeing a troubling trend near several different banks in the area.
That is right. It's called bank jugging, and police are not always able to keep up. Now, this all happens when someone watches another person go in and out of a bank. Police say they then follow that person and rob them. Police say there's been several instances this year alone.
We have a lot of people that are looking for a free buck.
The biggest thing is honestly just situational awareness.
They need to have some kind of a security walking in this area to protect all the stores, to protect the banks, to protect everything in the area.
Now, police have not said if they believe this is just one person or several different people. And police in D.C. need your help finding this man who you see right here on your screen. They say he carjacked a rideshare driver. Police say the suspect was picked up by a driver on Sunday morning. Officials say the driver and the suspect got into some sort of disagreement over the suspect bringing a pet into the car. They say the suspect assaulted the driver and then stole the car. That car was later found on Southern Avenue in Southeast.
And Maryland State Police are now offering a reward in the Bowie State University shooting that injured 2 teens Saturday night during homecoming weekend. Right now, a $2,500 reward is being offered for any information leading to an arrest. Officials say you can't remain anonymous. Meantime, the university is canceling classes for the rest of the week. School officials say they want to give students and staff more time to cope with the shooting. University leaders have met with students to discuss the best ways to support those who are struggling. Now, the teens who were shot, both of them were not students at the school. And Baltimore police, they are releasing new photos of suspects in the Morgan State University mass shooting. 5 people were shot last Tuesday during a homecoming celebration. Now, 4 of the 5 students are students at the university. Police are offering a reward of up to $9,000 for any information leading to an arrest.
And some teens in Prince George's County are trying to fight youth violence. They met with the county executive in the state's attorney's office yesterday. Leaders brought up several concerns like the impact of the pandemic and social media. Students also say social media is leading to bad decision making. They also blame mental health and a lack of parental support.
So many of the kids who described really at home a troubling situation where they are really struggling to be heard.
Kids don't even know what a hug feel like from their parents. They're getting it from the community.
We all have the tools that if we all utilize and come one together, we can all put a stop to this gun violence and all come together and promote peace.
The county executive says they're investing $7 million into mental health resources for youth. All right, well, Montgomery County is one step closer to safer streets for pedestrians.
Yeah, the council unanimously voted to approve the planning board's pedestrian comprehensive plan. Our Lex Juarez has the latest outside of the council building this morning.
Well, this plan focuses not only on making sure that pedestrians and cyclists feel safer while they are going throughout the county, but it also recommends different things that they can do in order to make sure that the roadways and sidewalks are safer. Now, the planning committee has actually been working on this plan since 2019. The council just voting on it yesterday to approve the plan. Now, the main goals include growing a bigger pedestrian network, and by doing that, or they hope to do that by making pedestrians more comfortable walking in the county. That plan recommends building more sidewalks and building them fast. It also requires new construction projects to build sidewalks in front of new buildings, and also updating walk signal sequencing. Now, this does build on the Safe Streets Act that the county did pass just last month in September. That act actually did have a proponent that focused on those walk signal sequencing throughout the county, as well as other things that drivers will have to do while they are driving throughout the county. This just builds on that act and also puts the county one step closer to those Vision Zero goals. They do hope to meet all those goals of having 0 pedestrian fatalities by 2030. In Rockville, I'm Lex Juarez, DC News Now.
Thank you, Lex. Well, some Virginia Democratic lawmakers are calling on the Justice Department to investigate the removal of eligible voters from the state's voter rolls.
And it comes after we reported an unknown number of voters had been removed from voting rolls after they were misclassified as having felony conviction. Now, DC News Now's Joseph Aquila is in studio this morning with the details on exactly what they're calling on the AG to do. Tosa, good morning.
Good morning. In this letter to Attorney General Merrick Garland, the 7 Democratic lawmakers who signed it say they want immediate action from the Department of Justice to investigate the reports as possible violation of Section 2 of the Voting Rights Act or other federal laws. Section 2 of the Voting Rights Act prohibits voting practices that discriminate on the basis of a number of things. The Virginia Department of Elections says, according to the state law, it receives a monthly list of voters convicted of felonies and then registers registers remove those voters from the voting rolls. That's also according to state law. But a recent list also included voters with probation violations, which should not have disqualified them from voting. Virginia Democratic lawmakers say what happened is disturbing since this incident was reported weeks before Election Day and after early voting already started in the state. The letter went on to say, quote, "We request immediate action by the Department of Justice to investigate how these recent removals happened and what is being done to ensure that those whose names were illegally removed from the voting rolls are informed so they will know that they are in fact properly registered to vote in this election in a timely manner." Now, also in this letter to AG Garland, VA legislators also mentioned in May of this year, Virginia pulled out a multi-state program that looks to keep voter rolls up to date, which Virginia was a founding member of. And that's not the only voting issue on the mind of leaders in Virginia. With voting and misinformation spreading in parts of the state, Virginia's Attorney General is stepping in and calling one organization to cease and desist. Those details coming up at 7:30. Back to you.
All right, Tosin, thank you. And the D.C. Board of Elections also confirming voter information was accessed during a web server breach. While the website is currently down and receiving maintenance, the Board of Elections says it is still safe to register to vote. Now, there are 3 ways that you can register to vote: online, by mail, or in person at the D.C. Board of Elections offices. That's on Half Street in Southeast. Officials say 600,000 lines of voter data was taken when the breach happened last Thursday. The investigation into the hack is still taking place.